Good morning. Welcome. I was struck to read a small poems from Ramana, where he said, more or less, I don't know how to start it. What a blessing to have a birth which gave me the knowledge through self-inquiry. I'm full of gratitude, O Arunachala. And it's amazing because who is Ramana? Ramana is the symbol of I am that. I'm always that. And still, he can't help, as a human being who took birth, he can't help sometimes to express and to address that to a symbol of that. You see. And it gave me a kind of confirmation that we are always that. We are ourselves. We can never lose it. And yet, as everybody's experience is, I guess, the life in the senses, in the emotions, in the conceptualization, flows, continues to appear and disappear and go on changing. And in that flow of images and symbols and sensation and experiences, it's very wise, I think, to keep, when needed or at times, an image too of that. It could be for one Arunachala, it could be a human being who symbolizes that, it could be a sentence, a word, it could be anything which for you throws you directly where you never left. It is not too much. There is nothing too much. Anything you want to ask to maybe finally drop the search of who you are? Or something you want to hear more? Some clarification. Don't hesitate, you see. Our number is still very acceptable to feel one-on-one. It's a luck to be able to express
Yes, Ganga.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you just
I think we give that so that everybody. Sorry. Yes, I carry just.
Is it working? Yes. So what you just said answers somehow something I wanted to express because
Yeah.
lately I have this going on with my child, my son is a demon now. But and I got really hurt and I was really surprised because I said, when we are that, and I'm still surprised that even being that, I can be so hurt. So I just wanted to share with you because it's...
But it's clear, who is hurt. It's the human being who got a son. Is the mom, isn't it? Or the relation you have together. And that will constantly be heard and embraced also. This samsara, which is called samsara because one really suffers, but once he sees that it's also the expression of the self, and it can't help to be dual if it expresses itself, there will be, let's say, peace and hurt. I don't know the contrary in English. What would you would say? Okay, emotional disturbance and emotional harmony. Okay, but it will not be called samsara because you know that it's an expression which happens to the expressed human being, which happened through the birth of a being. And you will naturally be hurt when it's something precious that somebody touches, but you will also naturally let it go because it's the life, it's the expression. It cannot be only in a certain way, which would be, for example, harmony. And then you are in total peace because you see that who you are is peace itself, even though the human being may feel hurt or not. I think it is one of the last trap or concept we have after searching to really believe that what concerns this body-mind, what concerns the birth of the one who searched one day, will react differently in circumstances. It's wrong. I so far have not met anybody who knows himself, who could say, my life is only harmony, love and peace. So he may say that, but then trying to describe who he is in reality. But to describe what is experienced in the body-mind will always be dual. So that concept that harmony will be translated permanently in the human life is an illusion. Let them appear, you cannot control. Let them disappear, you cannot control. Don't forget that the mind has by birth the natural pride to own everything. So of course he wants also to own the qualities of what you are. But then it will be fake qualities, a copy, a pale copy. And that's why you see here Papaji was a great master to show that please don't delude yourself in trying to find a sign in behavior. You see, oh, this one must be realized or must not be realized because he still lives this or that. In that way, he was an amazing master. Not to allow our mind to conceive. And that's why, you make me speak, huh? But I mean, that's why also it's very essential to know what do I really want. Because you see, if you want moksha, liberation, you will meet the place where it indicates that. But if you want, for example, to be a better human being and to be this and that according to the archetypes of ideals, you should go to some other place where those qualities are and at least where they are amplified. Because in satsang, one doesn't take care of the personal life to directly realize what's already there. And then the life according to the birth will take its natural flow without being a doer. But the flow is a flow, it's an expression. One bank is love and peace and beauty and harmony, and the other bank is its opposite. It's a flow. So
I was just amazed by the intensity.
Yes,
of the emotion.
yes. I understand.
Because it's my son, and then it brings
Yes.
stuff from the past.
Of
and
course,
I'm
my
not
dear.
ready to just deal with that.
I totally know that. You see, also it's part of this illusory belief to believe that, okay, the suffering, but it will be less intense. It may even be more intense because there is no controller. So, but let it pass. And you don't need to work on what it brings. You have seen. The past comes up, this and that. Okay, you know. And suffer a while, and then finished. What to do? And I'm sure that the instant, even from now, you can say like Arunachala, oh, thank you to have this human birth, to know myself. All went back to real peace. You know what is time? Time is past, future, and in between we call it present. Means the past which is presently shown. So in that, you are bound to have circumstances, to react in a certain way to circumstances and all that, you see. It's like that, that's the time. And when you realize what is, which doesn't depend on time, where the time is born and disappears, you see, then there is nothing to do, even if it appears this way or that way. It's not in time. Who you are is not in time. That's why you will not find who you are in time. You have to dedicate, Master said, a split second. Means not a blink of an eye. You have to dedicate to yourself. You see? Because it's not in time. So it cannot be an accomplishment in time.
Yeah, I can see in this moment there's a person that's very comfortable, and so I don't ask questions because I fall back into this state of comfort and often just drop into the background. There's this, everything's kind of happening, but it's still a state. I'm still stuck in this place. It's just more comfortable than the foreground, which is a bit more gross.
It's kind of a refuge.
Yeah, exactly.
In the personality, yes.
But how to, even to see this regularly, I'm still not able to step out of this place. Maybe.
You think so?
Well,
You
It
think
appears.
so? The refuge is maintained because you think. You see, because you made an effort to create a path to reach there. Yeah. One teaching could be that. But to be freed, as you have the intuition, is not even to reach there. So you have not to reach anywhere. For that you have not to use any effort nor mind. Because you are it. So you are it now, even though you deny. Okay? You are it now. So your denial, you don't listen to it. You don't. Because it's the mind. It's the pride of the mind to think that he knows that it should be this or that. So from now, know, trust that you are that. Always. And this bloody mind will have strength because of the past, seeming strength still to speak to you, have more strength because you are yourself. Use the strength of yourself to just be yourself. So it means don't listen to your mind. He says bullshit. A few days extremely vigilant, whatever word you can say, or strong in yourself, you will see that the mind will still speak, probably. It may even take years or not, but you will not care. It's a deal. Not with me, with yourself. Yeah. And in 2-3 days, if there is anything, you tell me. Anything you want to express? You see, sometimes one thinks he has nothing to say, but it's kept in a drawer, closed. So better open all the drawers, and whatever comes, express it. It's to leave you. It's better you don't stay in a forced silence in satsang. It's better to be noisy so that the noise leaves you. If there is no drawers at all, so of course that's silence. Yeah.
to us about what is prior to this silence?
It's exactly that I cannot speak about. Prior to silence is omnipresent. You are that. Regardless of the play of the mind over it or in it or on it. But it's not seen. It is not catchable by anything. So there is no means to have a taste of it. The means, if they go back towards what you are, since you located yourself after, a step too much after what you are, it will disappear reaching there. You see. So, even silence can be said to be an expression of it. You are right to say prior to silence. Because silence, one can experience it. So, to realize who you are, you don't even need the proof that the experiencer wants to have. Silence can appear, it can disappear. And that is not touched. And yet it's funny, it is in the experience of silence that one can have gratitude and love and peace towards that, towards everything and nothing. But no, it's already an expression. That's why it's not always there.
When we have this, in the terms of being in daily life, in samsara, this sense of beingness. So this sense of beingness is again different than silence, because that sense of beingness can be in difficult situations of excessive thinking, work, emotions, etc. But there's a sense of being that's there, that of course in silence gets stronger. But
okay.
Whether in the last 3 years since I was here the last time, the main sadhana has been focusing on that thread of beingness.
That what you said?
Thread.
Thread, yeah. Okay, perfect. beautifully expressed. You see, beingness is what you are. Not the sense, the thread that is a remain of. You see, like it's the rope. Before there was a snake, thinking it was a snake, now there is a rope. But even the rope can disappear. But there is nothing wrong with the rope, because it brings you to beingness. The sense, the thread, will not always be there, even if it is very much often there. You don't have that when you sleep, and I'm sure you don't have that all the time. But what's always there is what it sends. Know that.
Yeah, I think I'm using that beingness like how you began the satsang this morning with this a picture, a phrase, a sentence. It's something to keep focused on the self in some way, some like anchor. Some like anchor or something.
Okay.
And I guess my question is that appropriate?
You know, I will reply, you are beingness even without a sense. Being very busy in life, or even not busy, it's a blessing to keep something, so that sometimes the flow of this life stops. It doesn't need time. You see, and that's what I said, even Ramana, that's why I was so struck. I see, even Ramana has no shame, has no problem to express. It was the sense of, you see, he expressed why he lived near at the foot of Arunachala, because he loved it as a symbol. He even said, it's my guru, formless. You see. Who cares that there is a form or formless? Anyway, it's a form too. It's just that the human being has to include that also in the images, since his birth is full of images, or sentences, whatever, according to each temperament. He has also to introduce that. Imagine here, we are in Alfambrash, in a materialistic world. There is no mountain, there is nothing to remind us or to glorify that in the manifestation. So, but we are lucky with satsang. Our life includes satsang, even if we don't need anymore. But there is something. And that, you see, is beyond rejection. So be it, of course, sense it in the life. What's the difference then? Where is the difference? Let even your sense be, and mind and emotion be in love with that. Otherwise, why do you think I give satsang? It's because I love it. I love, even in this expression, to hear about it. Some would be in a different way, but I just express For what else then? I would miss my Guru. I would miss my Arunachala. I would miss the Ganga. No, I don't.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I have a problem with how to be silent in presence, because even I stay silent, but there is a lot of noise in my head, and it comes also from emotion, I think. I can feel it. And there is a strong conditioning that
Don't focus on it.
I see the world, and the world is like judging me.
Don't focus on whatever is presented.
I know, you told me this is just an expression of myself. And
I know, but I also express myself. Don't focus on what is presented.
but still, whatever I do, people will feel
Don't
upset.
care. Don't care, dear. About that, don't care. Care about you now. You can give a time for you, not only for others.
Sometimes I feel like I should be like all they expect me to be, so play a role, not being.
But listen, if you are nasty, they will complain. If you are too good, they will complain. Don't care about what people say. If you want to complain, you will always find something. So don't. Even Ramana was criticized. Don't worry about what others say, but what you say, don't focus on it. So what's left? If you see your emotions and all that, but you don't give value to that. Where are you left?
Peace.
Don't you love it more?
Yes.
So be a bit more faithful to peace.
Thank you.
Those who are quite new, don't be shy if you want to ask something, huh? Yes.
Yes, I would like to express this. Like you know that my life, my person's life has changed quite a bit when I started to come here. And for me there is, because all that history was really part of the search, there is no going back for me.
Yeah.
I have lost all the passion for the activities I was doing, and sometimes this question pops to my mind: that am I really not going to do anything in this life anymore? and then I look at this or see this question rising, and then I just let it go, and it goes. So even to say this, I somehow feel that myself, I think it's there is no question there really.
Yeah.
Maybe I just want to kind of still express this to you, to just ask that can I just trust that if there is something to do, it will be shown, or it will somehow come out there, or...
I guess so. Unless you force it behind all what you say, it should be nothing. It should be that I should know nothing. But otherwise, of course, what do you think? Even if we had a life and we feel we are the doer, things which are done, they had to be done, and with things which are not done had to be not done. So it will be exactly the same without the doer. That's all. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Still saying it.
You see, you are in satsang, and if you look at your life, even if it was because of some unbearable things that you came here, some people come without the unbearable things, but some they come because of unbearable period of life. So you see, it's not a choice. Everything will have its purpose. And it's done. It will be done. Even when some people, they go to satsang for a long time, then after they leave and they so-called go to the world. And of course the satsang people, he's lost. Who knows, he's maybe burning more quickly things that he had to do than some others who still, but anyway, nobody chooses. Nobody chooses anything. It's amazing, huh? Great. It's a big relief, actually. Okay.
And I don't know if I chose even before.
Yeah, let's not Google. We don't know anything. We don't know anything. I don't know anything too, so. Did I choose to come to give satsang? If I say no, ah ha ha. If I say yes, ah ha ha. You don't know. The fact is, things are like this. Funny enough. Anything? No.
Ganga. Just to say, you used the word proof.
Yeah.
A few minutes ago, we were speaking to the gentleman at the back.
Yeah.
And struck me that that has been the overriding thing for me
Sure.
of late. It's proof.
Well, I like you see it.
Proof.
Yeah. So whatever you see, is it you? Is it who you are? Whatever you see. Tell me.
No.
So you are something else. And that ever, never try to figure it out, not so. You are it, be it, try not to be it. When you try not to be it, you will see it will always be an experience that you can dismiss. Something you have known. So when you see that drive to prove appears, will it have still some attraction, some value? Don't forget you are here for moksha, to be liberated. So it has some value. Come on.
Ask me the question again.
You were deaf, huh? So, you hear that? Okay, so you can hear the rest. When this drive to prove anything appears to you at any time, does it still have its value or attraction when you know that you are bound, you feel bound, you think and experience you are bound because of that? And whatever you see, it's not who you are. Dare to reply.
No.
Good boy. Let this individual have a few no. Then keep quiet. Be as you are.
I want to say that it's sometimes and sometimes often that a pressure builds up.
A pressure.
Pressure.
Pleasure. Pressure.
Pressure.
Okay.
Pressure that can build up, and then when that is not there, everything is everything is okay. And I mean, then I'm quite. The thing from outside also most with other people's. Then comes the pressure, pressing,
Yeah,
and
sure.
disturbings, and it has much to do with that. When I'm in my own house or alone or in the garden or whatever, then it's so more easy.
Yeah, that's about relationships. Huh? Yeah, to relate. When you relate to the nature, you see, it doesn't bark, so you feel well. Finally, somebody which doesn't react. I can be whatever. But even, there are states. Huh? There are states.
And I see also you, for some months, you told me about make platforms.
We make platform constantly, yeah.
Yeah.
There is a platform of the world, there is a platform sutra. Always a platform too much. Oh, is it me?
And I love to look to your picture.
Ooh. Yeah, because on the picture I keep quiet. Something else?